Climate change. Some say it is a hoax. Nonetheless, its effects on societies around the globe are very real. Life as we know it is changing rapidly as climate change heavily burdens our society. As Earth's temperature rises, sea levels rise, ecosystems transform, and weather patterns are becoming more unpredictable. For me, I see the effects of climate change every day when I play Ultimate, also known as Ultimate Frisbee. The Ultimate community is adventurous, accepting, and frankly, a little weird. Ultimate Frisbee is how I made most of my amazing quirky friends in high school and college. Ultimate Frisbee is my favorite sport. It is all about the spirit of the game. There are no referees because the most important part of every game is to play by the rules and have fun. Ultimate is linked to climate change in infinite ways, but I will focus on three main aspects: weather, pest, and the increasing strength of the sun. Weather is the biggest category as it has many components that play a role in Ultimate. Climate change can cause heavier rainstorms, higher outdoor temperatures, stronger winds, and more severe storms. Rain wets the disc, which makes it more difficult to catch. Also, a heavy rainstorm can make a beautiful field of grass into a giant mud pit. High temperatures also play a role as heat can negatively influence a player's endurance and hydration. Thirdly, discs are highly vulnerable to wind. The shape of the disc allows its path or direction to be easily altered by wind and can make a good throw impossible to catch. Furthermore, thunderstorms can keep an Ultimate game from happening at all, as it's unsafe to be outside when there is lightning. The second major impact of climate change is pest. Climate change can allow pests to migrate to new lands and can increase pest populations. As Ultimate is played outdoors, pests can disturb gameplay. It'd be very distracting and potentially dangerous if there are wasps buzzing through an Ultimate game. The last major impact is the increasing strength of the sun. As the sun's strength on Earth grows, it can eventually make certain hours of the day, during certain periods of the year, dangerous to be outside. Ultimate players already spend several hours during the day outside for Frisbee tournaments, making them extremely vulnerable to severe sunburns and increase their risk of skin cancer. And climate change escalates these risks. These issues are just a few of the main direct impacts climate change has on Frisbee, and they are why being a part of the Ultimate community increases one's vulnerability to climate change. Vulnerability is a major discussion when considering anthropogenic climate change. Who is more at risk to be affected, the extent of this impact, and the impact on communities' adaptive capacity are major considerations when addressing climate change. As Ultimate is vulnerable to climate change, how Ultimate will adapt to the challenges of climate change should be discussed. There are many ways to adapt Ultimate to climate change. They require drawing upon financial, human, and manufactured assets. One way is to build wind barriers. Wind barriers will block wind from the field to ensure a Frisbee course is determined by the thrower and not by the unpredictable movement of air. Another way is to build more turf fields. Turf fields are better in rainy conditions as the ground won't become muddy or slippery. To take this idea a step further, indoor turf fields can eliminate the impact of any unfavorable weather, pest, and dangerous UV rays, and allow Ultimate to be played at its finest. A third way is to change what is considered the standard disc. Ultimate discs used in tournaments need to meet certain requirements. Increasing the weight of the standard disc would decrease Ultimate's vulnerability as heavier discs are less affected by wind. Building wind barriers and turf fields are expensive and present another topic of discussion: social inequality. As climate change progresses and its impact on Ultimate increases, having or not having these adaptations can determine whether or not Ultimate is a practical sport to be played in a given area. Richer communities may be more able to participate in the sport than poorer communities. Climate change encourages social inequality, at least when it comes to Ultimate, and how to minimize these inequalities is a whole other challenge. Ultimate is near and dear to my heart. I hope to see Ultimate successfully adapt to climate change so that, in the future, my kids can enjoy the sport just as I do now. Time to go throw. Catch you later.